Aquarius, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, June 11th to Sunday, June 17th, 2018. Hey, before I get started, I did just want to mention one thing. The reason why I didn't mention this earlier is because it actually kind of came to me last minute. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but decided that I need to and that I should. And I'm going to do a live webinar on the new moon in Gemini, which is occurring this Wednesday. If you want to learn more about what the new moon is about, what it means for you, for your sign specifically, please do join me on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, where I am going to talk about new moon in Gemini and break it down by the signs. This to me is the first new moon in Gemini since Saturn left Sagittarius. That's important to me because Gemini is the opposite sign of Sagittarius. So whatever is affecting Sagittarius will ultimately affect Gemini. I think with Saturn and Sagittarius for the past few years, even though it's no longer there, it was really all about traveling, doing something new, exploring. And while we were trying to do something new, even if it was not easy to do, I think we were neglecting some of the things closer to home. We were neglecting our mind, the way we think about things, integrating all of these new experiences into our life. And I think this new moon is saying, time to go back to the past, to retrieve some of the things that you forgot, that you neglected, to do them better this time around. With Mercury in Cancer in a sextile with Uranus, I think there's a real chance to get some good insights on what you need to feel more comfortable emotionally, to build more stability into your life in some way. However, I do think that some of these insights that you receive could be a little bit uncomfortable, especially with Mercury in a square to Chiron at this time, and could be a little bit upsetting for your relationships and for your financial situations. Now that you're getting more of these insights, processing things more in the mind, going back to retrieve some things, your relationships are like, wait a second, I didn't know that this was going on. I didn't know that this was happening. I don't know how I feel about this. That could come in, or maybe a lot of things going on with finances again that could be uncomfortable at this new moon. So if you want to hear more about that, how to handle it, what it means for your sign, again, please click the link down below in my description box to sign up for that. It is on discount for my birthday, so I hope you all enjoy that, and I do hope that I will see you there. Now what I'm going to do this week is I'm actually going to start in the middle of the week and then work my way around from there. That's because the middle of the week we've kind of got like a big alignment. It's kind of unusual. It's connecting to a lot of things. So I thought I'll start there and then go from that. All right. So what that alignment is Mercury right here moving into Cancer on Wednesday. And that for you, Aquarius, is your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So I think you're doing a lot of thinking about your job, what you do on the day-to-day, how you can feel more comfortable with your work, with your life, with your health. Okay? Now as Mercury moves into Cancer, it then makes a sextile almost immediately over to Uranus. And Uranus is in Taurus, and your 4th house of your home and your family. And I think what this can bring, of course, with Mercury involved, positive conversations, unexpected or unusual insights here about your job, about what you need to be more comfortable with your job or your daily routines, about what you need to organize your life in a way that works. Maybe you're trying to figure out, too, how you can get your work and home life balance. And I think there's an opportunity for you to figure out how to be comfortable with the life you have, comfortable with your job, how to work better with home and family on the day-to-day. I do like what is going on there for sure. Okay, the problem then comes shortly after is that as Mercury is in this pretty sextile with Uranus, a day later on Thursday, it then squares Chiron, which for you is going to be in your 3rd house of talk and of communication. So even though I think you're getting some insights here about what you need to feel more comfortable on the day-to-day with the job that you have to work better with home and family. Perhaps it's the communicating about it that's hard. Communicating in an organized way, communicating on the day-to-day about what it is that you're feeling. Maybe that's part of the problem. Putting what you're feeling into words as well, or taking these things that have gone on in your life lately and integrating them into your life and making them more familiar. But I think really needing to create more of a job, a set of daily routines that you like, even if the communicating is hard, even if it's hard for you to think or to get the right perspective on some things that are occurring. All right, so that's what's going on. While that's happening, we also do have Venus, which just moved into Leo around Thursday. And Leo for you rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, normally of the one-on-one variety. And what that can bring here is towards the end of the week, thinking a lot more about your relationships, about how you can get comfortable with the people in your life, how you can have better relationships, more relationships with people who are meant for you, who really get you. that becomes the focus. Maybe because you are getting insights now about how you can feel more comfortable in your job, settle into a job, a set of daily routines. Maybe now you're thinking about how you can work with people better, that your life is becoming more organized. Okay, so I do see that being the focus. As to where Mercury was in a sextile with Uranus, though, Venus, however, is in a square to it. So even though you're getting insights on how you can feel more comfortable with your job or daily routines or work better with home and family, maybe it's trying to get your relationships on board with that. Especially your relationships in a way that feels comfortable. Maybe you kind of know what you want to feel comfortable. Maybe you're figuring things out. Okay, I need this job. I need this set of daily routines. But perhaps the other people in your life don't get it, or perhaps you have to uproot some of your relationships in order to make space now for what it is that you're doing. That could be hard, and I think really just needing to work with other people the best that you can to get other people to understand what you really want, what's important to you. Could be some unexpected things that do come up around Thursday and Friday as well in regards to relationships. Maybe breaking free from some relationships or creating unusual situations with your relationships, especially at home, especially with family, especially in a very emotional way, so that you can do more of the things that you want and need to just organize your life and feel better about it, okay? That's what I see going on there. Again, with Venus in a trine with Chiron, there could be some uncomfortable conversations with relationships. Again, people not getting it. Maybe it's hard for you to communicate about what's going on with other people. But I think needing to try to communicate the best you can about what is going on with you emotionally, about what you need to have a better job or a better daily routine, in hopes that your relationships will come around eventually and will fall in line in the way that you need to. Okay? So I think that's what's happening there. While that's going on, we also do have Mars here in the South Node in your first house. So I think that's bringing is you're rethinking your identity, who it is, who you are, how you do things. Maybe that's why things are going on with your job, because you're trying to bring more of yourself into your job or your daily routines. Okay, but I think there could be some frustrations with Mars in the South Node, not feeling quite right about who you are, still feeling like there's something inside you, your identity, that needs expression, that's not getting expression, and needing to just be patient as you let more of yourself be shown, or as you let a new identity come out more and more, and needing to not be afraid to deal with some things from the past in regards to yourself before you can feel much better letting your true self come out. All right. So I see that there. We also do have a new moon on Wednesday in Gemini in your 5th house of happiness too. I do think helping you to be happy. This is a great place to have a new moon in your 5th house. So I really do think you're trying to figure out what you enjoy, how you can do more of the things that you like, that really resonate with your heart on the day-to-day. Even if it's not all there yet, even if you don't feel like you're where you want to be yet, I think there is lots of opportunity. It's just bringing other people on board, trying to figure out what relationships you need, how you can work with people to do some of the things that resonate more with you. Okay, so that's there. Neptune also stationing in your 2nd house, about to go retrograde next week, of money. So maybe again, some confusion perhaps about money, about your finances that you're trying to work through, make more sense of, clean up from the past few months, so that you can figure out how to make money better, how to use your talents better in a way that really resonates with you. I think you're also trying to figure that out while all of this is going on. And then the last thing I want to leave you with is going to be on Saturday, with Mercury coming into an opposition with Saturn. Mercury is in your 6th house and Saturn is in your 12th house of your insides and of your spirituality. So I do believe with this that there could be some, because this is your 12th house, I guess there could be some conversations or some decisions maybe that you need to make. But these conversations and decisions that you make, I don't think are going to be like with other people. It's going to be more with yourself, especially with Saturn here in your 12th house. I think you're trying to decide here, what job do you need? What do you want your life to look like? What would make you the happiest? What would bring you the most enjoyment? What kind of set of daily routines would really resonate with you the most? And I think what could come on Saturday, after having sat with some of these other things all week, especially with your relationships, you may have to make some choices, some decisions, or maybe put some more structures into your life so that you can live a life that you like better on the outside, that really resonates with you, I think being very, very important. All right, so that's what I see for you. really trying to create a life that resonates with you more. It still may take some more time for it to all come together, but I think you're starting to find more of what you like. Move forward on that in an external way that's better, even if it's a struggle to bring other people along board, for other people to understand what it is you're trying to do. All right, so that's what I see there, Aquarius. Now your card is the 6. It's the 6 of Cups. So bright. I actually do like this card. It's a card of going back to the past, which is a major thing in the astrology. If you watch some of my other videos, going back to retrieve something, to pick it up and to move it forward. And I actually see this week as being a good week almost to like reminisce, reminisce on the past. To retrieve some things from the past that it is that you were missing, and to hopefully bring them forward. Maybe that's what the Mercury-Saturn opposition is with you, especially with Saturn in your 12th house. Maybe you're remembering things inside you that really resonated with you from a previous time, and maybe you're trying to figure out how to structure your days and your routines in order to bring more of that, those things that you liked, that childlike joy of another time, back to you in a way that you haven't found recently. And I do see it being a good opportunity for you to do that, for you to retrieve some things from the past and bring them more into your life in a positive way. If I did have to give some advice with this card, although it is upright, so I typically think upright is very positive, if I did have to give some advice with this card, it would be, however, to not get stuck in the past. It's good to go back to the past to get things, to bring them forward. It's not good to go back to the past and get lost there, and really needing to, whatever you find emotionally, spiritually, internally that you really like, needing to find a way to transform it, to bring it to the future, to bring it out into the open in a way that can work better for you this time around than it did in the past. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.